now we're checking in a little bit with the OCG. This is going to be a relatively quick one, but we have 2 new announcements, including when they get their next ban list, as well as the new themes for the next deck build pack, which I think is interesting as well, because the deck build packs obviously tend to be pretty relevant these days. First things first, Konami has announced that on the site formerly known as Twitter, that July 1st limit regulations for the OCG will be announced 9 p.m., I think Japan Standard Time, on June 22nd, which is in 5 days, when we're going to see the new OCG ban list. So interesting. We're going to follow that. We're going to see it in 5 days. Okay. The bigger news though, themes for Phantom Revengers have been revealed. That is the 3 archetypes that are in the next deck build pack. And we have theme number 1 over here, Hecaton Share. I'm not sure if I'm saying this correctly, which is we don't have the effects yet, but we have like a description. We have a description of what this deck is supposed to resemble, which is, I mean, the artwork's pretty cool here. I'm going to say that. A faceless fusion monster whose invisible hands promise your opponent salvation. Okay, so we have a fusion archetype. I don't know if it's entirely based around fusion summoning or if it's just like part of it and like one of them is a fusion monster, but that is what we have. And we have some context here, I suppose. Hecaton Shear is the name for the many-armed giant sons of Gaia who were siblings to the Cyclops and the Titans in Greek mythology. Okay. And this image is Hecaton Shear Jawza. Okay. And then we have Enya Craft. Seems like some battleship, but also a whale type thingy. Okay. A flip monster theme deployed to ascertain the sins of man. Okay. Now, I will say, I like this artwork. It looks kind of cool. I have my guess as to which of the 3 archetypes is going to be the bad one. Now, I will happily be proven wrong here. If they manage to make a flip archetype work, I'll be impressed. But until I see it, I'm a flip doubter. I mean, honestly, you know what? Mimighoul was actually kind of close. Of course, Mimighoul was not like tier 1 or anything, but Mimighoul is a playable deck. But it's also like very different from what flips used to be, but yeah. Also, to whoever just said Shaddoll was 11 years ago. I hate to break it to you. I also hate to break it to myself, but yeah. But yeah, okay. Enya Craft. And then we have Killer Tune, a synchro tuner to make some killer noise on the floor with its wild scratches. Okay. That is definitely a different that is a different vibe from these first 2. They both seem more like majestic and based on Greek mythology or something, and then it's just like, yeah, dude, this one's got sick tunes. Okay, we don't have more. This one seems to be synchro focused. This one fusion, this one flip. I'm just going off of vibes here. I'm making a prediction. To me, Killer Tune looks like the most meta. This seems like a meta. This feels like a meta card to me. This one also could be though. But this one very much reminds me of like Dogmatica branded type stuff. This one kind of reminds me of a mix between Punk and Vanquish Soul a little bit. Does that make sense? Anyone with me here? Kind of reminds me. Like if they announced this tomorrow and it was a Vanquish Soul card, I wouldn't be super shocked if this was the artwork on a Vanquish Soul card. But yeah, anyways. We're gonna wait and see when we're gonna get these these effects, but deck build packs usually pretty exciting these days.